The purpose of the technology department, first and foremost, is to establish a means of using technology that's effective for both our instructional staff as well as our learners. We need to make sure that technology is easy to use, it's reliable, and it's used for enhancing and accelerating learning.
The number one part would be the learners. Everything's learner focused. You know, we're connecting them to the outside world in so many different ways. They're learning constantly, and they have access to all this information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's really important to their education to always have that sort of access.
Instead of us flipping pages through a book, the internet has multiple ways of learning certain things. If you have a certain question that your teacher can answer or your peer can answer, the internet can help you.
We have many learners who have never known any more than what they've experienced here in Lindsay. We're surrounded by agriculture. Some of the opportunities in our area are relatively limited, and having access to technology, access to the internet, being exposed to some of the latest and greatest things in the world here in Lindsay by means of use of technology really helps open the creative minds of all of our learners to see what really is possible.
My role is to make sure that they're always connected. They always have a working and functioning device, to always make sure that they're able to access what they need to access. Like if something's not working, it's like almost an immediate, help ticket or a phone call or whatnot. It's so important to have that, to have our network, our infrastructure, our wireless always working all the time. They just expect it to work, and that's a valid expectation. If you deny that from them, it's basically you're limiting their access, and you're limiting them what they can do during the day. There's some things they just can't do without having a device or connectivity and whatnot. I compare it to a police officer. What would you expect him to do without his police car? You know what I mean? Or taking away a plumber's tools. So it's you can't really get the job done without it. It's not going to happen.
My role with Lindsay Unified School District is to basically keep everything running. There's a lot of parts and pieces in the background that we hope most people don't ever have to even think about and know about that make everything work. We have thousands of devices on our network that range from over 2,500 laptops to over 2,000 Chromebooks to well over 5,000 mobile devices that are within our schools every day. When something goes down, I am definitely one of the first to hear about it, not once but hundreds of times from lots of people around the school district. We really rely on all aspects of technology out here, from phone systems to internet, and it really affects our learners in that even through use of our learning management system, they might not be able to keep track of or check to see where they are in their learning progressions. And they need to be able to have access to that technology to see what they've done, what they need to do, or if they're stuck on something and can't get the help and assistance that they need right then and there, what is another course of action they can take. And so much of that is done online through the use of intervention programs or through simple collaboration, not only amongst their peers, but possibly with other people in the world. And if they don't have that access, they can't grow. The community Wi-Fi project was something that started several years ago in the district, identifying that a lot of our learners simply didn't have internet at home. Part of our strategic design is that we are wanting to make sure that learners have access to curriculum 24/7. We can't ensure that they do have that access 24/7 without making sure that they have something as simple as internet.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was kind of crazy. This is the sort of thing that you'd hear about something up north in Silicon Valley. It takes a lot of money and a lot of commitment to do that sort of thing. And when I heard Pete talk about it, and I was like, we're really doing something like that? And he's like, yep.
It's a service that we've found in our community that isn't available to most of our learners, either from financial means of not being able to afford it, or services simply not provided at their residence. So we felt it as our duty to bring that internet into the homes of each and every one of our learners.
And next thing you know, it's you've got all these houses and businesses connected, and I think that's really cool. Is not only can they get access to learning at the sites, Doesn't matter, where you live, doesn't matter how much money you make. They can go home and get the same exact stuff at their house.